Hey everybody, this is Mona at Hall Bookkeeping. Hope everyone's having a great day. I thought I would jump on here and do a quick video to address some of the questions that I've had come to me and to my office regarding the big beautiful bill that's just passed. There's a ton of stuff in that bill, but it seems like for individual taxation, there are some questions that I thought we may just go ahead and address. It's not tax season yet, but it will be upon us soon. So let's jump right in. We're going to try to talk about each of these in simple terms. And certainly if you have questions, I hope you will comment below and we'll address those as they come in. The first area that I want to talk about is the no tax on tips. And the way that sounds, you would think, oh great, the tax ends, boom, right now, no tax on tips. And that's not really the way it works exactly. Prior to 25, the IRS has always said, okay, all tips are taxed for federal, FICA, Medicare, all of those apply to tips. So that is really going to follow suit through the year in 2025. Where you will see the change is when you go to file your 2025 tax return. When you go in early 2026 and file your tax return, then you will get a deduction for those tips from your federal taxable income. And that amount is up to $25,000 in tip income that will be deducted from your federal taxable income. And that's doesn't matter if you're, regardless of filing status, it's $25,000. So that's where you will see that is on your tax return. There is a phase out for higher earners for individuals. 150,000 is the phase out. After that level, you'll start seeing that deduction phase out, and then for 300,000 for joint filers. And right now, they haven't provided a list of eligible tip earners right now. They said there is a list that is supposed to be coming from the U.S. Treasury Department and the IRS probably by early October. But it says that it must be occupations that traditionally and customarily receive tips in 24. So I'm just guessing restaurants, hotels, places that normally receive tips like that are going to be eligible, but there will be a list coming out at a later time. The next thing we want to talk about is no tax on overtime. And once again, that does not mean that all of a sudden you're not going to have any tax taken out of your overtime wages right now. You will see this deduction at the end of the year when you do your tax return. So when you file your taxes for 25 at the beginning of 26, individuals will be eligible for a deduction up to $12,500 in overtime wages from their taxable income and $25,000 for joint filers. So that's when you'll see the benefit of that. Social Security and Medicare taxes will still apply, but you will get those deductions from your taxable federal income. Here's a good one for those of you who still have children that qualify for the child tax credit. That amount is actually increasing from $2,000 to $2,200 this year. So for eligible children, and that is defined as they must be under the age of 17, a U.S. citizen, having lived with you for more than half of the year, and not providing more than half of their own support. If they meet all of those requirements, then you would be able to take the child tax credit for them. So that's good news. The BBB does not eliminate taxes on Social Security. The bill introduced a new $6,000 deduction for taxpayers 65 and older, and that's for single filers, and it'll be $12,000 for couples filing jointly. This applies to people with AGI of $75,000 or less if you're a single filer, and $150,000 or less for couples filing jointly. And over those amounts, the $75,000 and the $150,000, then the deduction phases out. So I hope these have been helpful. If you do have additional questions about any of these topics, just feel free to message me or put a question below in the comments, and I will be sure to get back with you. I anticipate making some more videos as tax season gets closer, and may even do some type of live format where you can ask questions live. We'll just see, but hopefully this has been helpful. Thank you. I hope you have a great day.